The Hunger Games trilogy, in my opinion, is one of the most epic trilogies ever. And as at the end of the year, there is coming a spin-off out, which is based on a book I've already read and maybe gonna make a podcast too. I thought I will be making a podcast about possible Hunger Games spin-offs. But first, hi, my name is Finn. And this is not a podcast about films, series, and everything my crazy mind can come up to with about that. So, the first possible Hunger Games spin-off will be a war film from the perspective of either the rebels or the capital, like where you either go from the perspective of one of the parties or both of the parties. With both, it will maybe be better to make it serious, but you could do like the perspective of kids or to soldiers, to everyone who's nearly in contact with the war, and you could do like with a family where every part of the family is like either a kid, a soldier, one who gets criminal, one who's a spy, one who lost friends or lover in the war. So you could do a bunch of good things that you could end with either the invention of the Hunger Games and like where the thing where it's written in what the Hunger Games are and how they should be is read, or with like the countdown at the end of the Hunger Games. It's possible to make a trilogy of that, but yeah. Or a series if you like go from both perspectives. And yeah, there's also possibility to like make a spin-off to the spin-off, which is coming out of at the end of the year, and to show like Snow's way to his power and to being a president, with a politics thriller where he murders like allies and enemies, and like his relationship to, for example, Tigress, which, and they're a big spoiler for the book / film, she is a cousin of Snow, so maybe one of his closest friends, if he ever had something like this. And the third idea is one which I will find extremely epic, a Finnick Odair spin-off, which has three possibilities: either his childhood and his development to a fighter, the Hunger Games and especially his relationship to Max, or the aftermath of the Hunger Games and how the capital takes advantage of him and sells him, and especially like a development of his relationship to Annie Cresta. Yeah, you should do all of this. Would be totally different films, which are possible on their own and like as a trilogy. But yeah, the next idea would be a Hamish Abernathy spin-off with his Hunger Games and the aftermath, and how he loses all of his family and gets like in drinking, etc., but especially Hunger Games, because I would love to see like a full quarter quell Hunger Games. Then you could do a spin-off with Coin or District 13, how they built everything like that from a district which is totally bombed over the pandemic they had, to like the full military thing with spies, etc. You could make a series or a film out of it. Then a Plutic Heavensby spin-off with like how it is in the capital and how he suddenly develops against the capital and goes to like spies and rebels. You could make like a really nice spy trilogy of that. A spin-off with Joanna Mason and her life after the Hunger Games, because I love Joanna. I love the character of Joanna, how she's written. And a spin-off about every trinket and how she grows famous after only caring for like meaningless tributes of District 12 for a while. And yeah, then out of universe Stoko, either over the districts or over the development of the peacekeepers. Yeah, that would be all the spin-offs I had in mind for the Hunger Games. If you have more in mind, you could comment as a voice message on Instagram or Facebook, which links should also be in the podcast description. But up to that, see you. I hope I see you again. You can listen to all the other English and German episodes I had out right now. I hope you like it. See you again. Have a nice week and ciao ciao.